Hi everybody, this is Ageless Ambitions on EverTalk TV. I'm your host, Christy Buss, and actually Max has the day off today, so I don't have Max with me, but I'm telling you, this is why I do this show, Ageless Ambitions, because I have the most amazing couple. They're a couple, powerhouse, all around amazing, and I really am excited to get deep back into their backstory to see where they came from and where they're at today. And I'm just so excited to introduce Brianne and Joel Freeman. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Yeah,
You
very
look
good.
great.
Thank you.
All sportied out.
I am. Well, I did have to kind of feel like I was going to do some kind of workout with you today, Joel. But anyway.
Next time.
Next time. So I'm really excited because you guys are married, correct? But before we get to where you guys got together and started all that, I want to start with Brianne and tell me a little bit about you, because I met you and I thought you were so adorable, and everybody on my Instagram is like, whoa, look at this amazing body, look at this amazing, beautiful woman. So where are you from? Tell me where you're from.
You know, I was born and raised in Southern California in a little city called Lancaster.
Oh, you're from Lancaster?
Yes.
Where
yes.
Six Flags?
Yes. Well, no, it's a little bit further north of that. That's Santa Clarita.
Okay, so a little bit past Six Flags.
A little bit past that. My father he worked at Air Force Base, Edwards Air Force Base. So that was where a lot of
military family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was born and raised out there. Great family of four. I have an older sister.
Yes.
Mom and dad. We had a couple of cats, a dog.
So you're just like living the life in Lancaster. Went to school, and then did you go to college or what?
I did. You know, I grew up loving fitness. Obviously, actually.
Even back then.
Even back then, like when I was younger, I was always drawn to what my body was capable of doing. So I was a gymnast at a very young age.
I was a gymnast.
Yeah,
did you compete in high school and all that?
I did not. You know, I was a gymnast all through elementary school.
What level? Like level 4, level 3?
You know,
just depends.
Yeah. I started doing competitions and shows. With this team, and we would travel and do like traveling shows and stuff like that. I was with, a small little private school that I went to. It was all through that.
Okay.
But
did you do all the apparatuses like beam, floor, or did you just tumble?
I did all of it.
Really?
Yeah, I did all of it.
Okay, did you ever fall in between and like kill yourself in between on the beam? Because I certainly did.
I've always wondered that.
Right?
I don't know how you do that.
I'm pretty sure I did. I can't recall any awful moments, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, so from gymnast, right?
Yeah. So I was a gymnast. I was always drawn to being physically active.
You know what? When I was younger, I was a dancer, but at one point in my life, I said, I want to do something different in terms of eating or making myself more healthy. I think it was like in 6th grade. Yeah. And so from that point on, I always wanted to make sure that I ate better than my family or something like that. I always wanted different foods. Yeah. So is that how you were?
Yeah, slightly the same way. Actually, my mom really instilled healthy eating habits in me when I was younger because she was always very conscious of that growing up. But I think I took it to
another
the next level. I definitely did. But
so from there's college.
Yeah. So from there, I did what you're supposed to do. I went to college. I got my degree in marketing.
Okay.
And I worked in a corporate office for many, many years as a marketing manager. But I was always drawn to fitness. That was always my passion.
Wow.
That's always what I loved.
Okay, so you obviously you're like out of school, and then did you move to Los Angeles? Is that what you did?
I ended up moving from Lancaster to Santa Clarita.
Oh.
Right where Six Flags is.
Right, okay.
And that's where I worked for 15 years in marketing management.
So you were just more corporate, 9 to 5,
yes,
right?
9 to 5, but then as soon as 5 o'clock came around, it was straight to the gym.
Oh, so even like way back when.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, so I found out about you guys, and you were not married at one point in terms of you were married to someone else, and it just didn't probably feel right. I don't know, because when you meet Joel, he is like your soulmate. Like I see it all around and everything. So so that kind of went away.
Yes. Yeah.
And then how did you guys meet? That's what I really want to get to now.
How did we meet? So I had moved back to California, so originally from California.
Okay, yeah, so are you from California, but you live somewhere else?
Originally from California. All my family lives here except for my mom, who lives in Texas.
Okay.
And so she had moved out to Texas. I was 4-ish young age.
Young.
And so I moved out there.
Yeah.
So I went back and forth between parents. Ended up
Oh, so
graduating.
both
yeah,
sides.
Dad
see.
stayed in California. Mom was
Gotcha.
in Washington. Or mom was in Texas, and then so I ended up graduating from high school in Texas. Went to Texas Tech, but
Tech.
just had no clue what I wanted to do.
So you didn't know what you wanted to do.
No, I wasn't tied. I wasn't tied to fitness in any form or fashion. I mean, I was around it. My mom forcibly raised me vegetariarian against my will. I hated it, as most kids do. You want things. You want cheeseburgers.
Right.
You want pizza. You want pepperoni. All this stuff.
So like that wasn't really in. I don't think
it wasn't in at
right?
that time. And
what
that
made her
wasn't-
think that she wanted
she
to
was-
do something vegetarian?
She's always been very holistic and health conscious, and
Gotcha.
so that was pushed on me. Obviously, you're
Wow.
the kid; you don't have any say in the matter. So I'd sneak off to my friend's house, have
And
a
you eat
cheeseburger and
McDonald's?
stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, like always going for the cheeseburgers and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just never. So yeah, I didn't have. Even though my mom still raised me that way, I didn't adopt it really.
Because you probably didn't feel it.
It just wasn't. It just I didn't feel the vibe off of it, and so I went to Texas Tech. Still had no clue what I wanted to do.
You just studying.
I changed my major every semester, so I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was bartending. I was doing construction during the day just to pay bills, and then I got a job at 19 working for the front desk at a gym just because I needed a job. It had nothing to do with fitness. It was just I needed a job.
You need a job, manager or front desk?
Yeah, front desk morning manager. It was a 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. shift. So it was the graveyard shift at a gym, a 24-hour facility, and just really started to evolve from there.
Thank God for that job.
I was good at talking to people. I've always been good at talking to people, and so that's really where I excelled in the business side. Selling fitness.
Selling fitness.
But I wasn't into it. I was selling gym memberships and then going out back on my break and smoking a cigarette. So.
Oh wait, you smoked?
In college, we all smoke. Come on.
Okay.
Right? At some point, you never did. But
I
never
didn't
did.
smoke, though.
No, okay, so it's just me.
Sorry.
In Texas, at that time, everyone smoked. So yeah, but I was framing houses, bartending. Yeah, of course.
You were just the guy.
I was just a
Smoker,
dude.
drink. Do you smoke? You drank? You just went to the
drank,
bar?
yeah, and had no, and then even if we worked out, you go to the gym and lift, and then you smoke a cigarette on the way out.
Wow.
So it wasn't until later that I started to get a little bit more into the lifestyle, realizing that smoking's not good for you. I should really stop that. And I just quit one day. I was just able to go cold turkey.
You could do that.
Yeah,
That's great.
I was very lucky on that regard. But I've always, even now, 36, and I still, and Brienne knows that I'm still very much into the realistic aspect of eating cheeseburgers and whiskey and
See, that's
all that
okay.
stuff.
That's what people need to know.
yeah.
Like you guys are over the top body.
Yeah.
Everything, but
Yeah.
you still live your life the way you want. Because
And
that's how I met you. We were at a Mexican restaurant.
having margaritas, yeah.
Yes.
So, and that's it. But to answer your story of how we met was, so it was
This is
in
exciting.
Texas.
I'm excited.
So I was in Texas and then made my way up into Washington State, the Olympia, Pacific Northwest area for 8 years. Worked for the Washington State Department of Health, was up there for 8, and then I had to get out of there. I needed.
It rained every
No
day,
offense to
probably.
anybody who lives up there, but I don't know how you do it because I needed sunshine.
Sunshine,
So I
yeah.
came back down here in the winter of 2011, and took a job with Gold's Gym Southern California franchise, which is one of the most successful Gold's Gym franchises in the world.
Is that which one did you do?
It's I worked for the franchise, so all of them in
All
Southern
of them?
California. Yeah, so I was the
okay.
Group X director, one of the directors, and we opened the Valencia Gold's Gym, the Santa Clarita Gold's Gym, in August of 2012. And that was when I first saw her on
Because
an
she was
elliptical.
going to the gym
She was
every
like one of the original members. She was like one of the first people that signed up.
Yeah,
at
I was
the
there
gym.
every day after work.
Yeah.
Every day.
So you were just like at single at this point, and just
No.
going.
I was married.
Yeah, so there was like a 3-year process. No, there's
Okay.
nothing scandalous.
No,
on
no,
this.
I get it.
So it was a 3-year process for us to start dating because I saw her. I remember seeing her.
I wish, gosh,
But
that's
it was
so great.
but it was always like again because plus as a director and learning from previous mistakes, like you don't date people that you
Exactly.
work
So
in the
you just-
gym.
you were
So I just
gentlemen.
noticed her, and then so it was July of 2013 because it was
You knew
one
the
of,
exact
well, it's
date?
because
Like-
it was all around big events.
good.
And so I was in Las Vegas. By this point, I'm working with Beachbody, and we were doing a big event there.
And Beachbody is this big thing. Tell me a little
So
bit.
Beachbody is the home fitness company. The home fitness company that's
So
revolutionized home fitness. P90X, Insanity, 21
All
Day
those ones
Fix.
you do at home
All
kind
the
of thing.
home ones,
I
yeah. So
see.
then, so I started doing programming for them, and which I still do. And but we were there for a big event, and I walked into the MGM Grand gym.
Right.
And she was on the elliptical.
And I was there.
So
Not in Valencia. So you're in
So
you're in
now
Vegas.
We're in
now we're
Vegas.
just in a Vegas hotel, and by this point I was single. I had never talked to her before, but I was like, I recognized her. I thought this was my in.
So you saw her in Valencia.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I didn't
you
talk to her.
You didn't talk to her.
Didn't
and
hit
then
on
you-
her or anything like that, but I just noticed her, and then
Okay.
saw her almost a year later.
Wow.
And then
that's trippy.
said we're
like
not in the gym, so now's my opportunity to hit on her, and I did, and total fell flat. Came up short. She was still married. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
So you said no, like you said.
Yeah, he gave me his number, I didn't call him.
Okay. Okay.
Right. And then another year goes by almost, and then I see her in the back in that Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
And so we talk again, and again I go fishing, kind of start
fishing?
go fishing a little bit, and she bit.
Yeah.
Okay, because you knew, like,
Because I had already left my husband at that point.
Okay, so you did, but
Yeah.
did you have feelings like the first 2 times that you saw him? But
Oh,
you just
yeah.
knew, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I did.
Yes, but you're okay.
Yeah.
There
So
was an
it's-
attraction.
There was.
Absolutely.
But you're okay. So then
I
you
put some-
guys
I
on
put
the
some
third.
time into it.
Three's a charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys obviously are now married.
Just started hanging out and
hanging out,
working out together. Like I was moving. By this point, I'm traveling around to all the Gold's Gyms in Southern California. I'm on the road all the time, but I was like, I changed my schedule around to I was always in that gym at least twice a week in the evenings. Just happened to be there so we could work out together.
I just happened to be there,
Like,
Joel.
oh, hey, I'm here on Thursday. Let's work out. And then we went out like on our first date, which we actually just had our date anniversary Wednesday.
Yeah. Fifth
So
year.
5 years ago on Wednesday
date.
was our first date, official
Wow.
date. So,
Wow.
and it was pretty much, it's been every day since.
I'm sure that you just are like the difference of knowing who really should be in your life and the person that you meet.
Yeah.
There is that connection
Absolutely.
of finding that, you know. So that's an ageless ambition to me. Like, don't ever give up because somebody's out there for each and every one of us, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And now I know you guys just bought a home.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
You did.
We had
Your first
we
home?
adulted
Yes.
really hard.
And
bought a house.
where's that at? Where's your house?
It's over in Woodland Hills.
Yeah.
In Woodland
Yeah.
Hills, and so in the valley.
It's in the burbs.
And then the burbs.
We're
so,
burbing it up.
Yeah.
And so from there, you guys, I know you're like going through a little bit of obstacles with having a pool put in, like something happened with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it just is. It's just as it's a beautiful home, and we were excited to make it our own in the backyard and stuff. It's just
Things happen.
construction. It's
Yeah.
just construction issues. You
Construction
deal with
issues,
it, and
permit issues.
See, everybody
It's
has
just stuff
obstacles
happens.
and all
Yeah.
that with
Yeah.
contractor issues.
right? I mean, you're excited about getting a home, and then you have to
Yeah.
go through the
Yeah.
Yeah.
trials
The
and
inside
tribulations.
was great. That's why we got it because it
Yeah.
was done. We didn't have to worry about any of that, and so the outside, just we're working on that.
So I want to know, like, you are just like a guru in what you do. So you do Lift 4.
Right.
Right? LIIF.
2 eyes, yeah.
2 eyes.
So Live 4 is my latest program on Beachbody on demand, which is now everything we do in the Beachbody world. Everything's digital, just like this.
Right.
And Beachbody set the precedent years ago with home programs in terms of DVDs and infomercials, and that's changed now because we're all digital.
You don't need to have a
Exactly.
DVD.
So now everything is on Beachbody on demand, and you can stream it from anywhere. And so my teammate and I, Jericho, we did a program called Core to Force a little over 4 years ago now, or 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. And then I did the solo project called Lift 4, which has 2 eyes, LIIFT, and the number 4, which is a 4-day-a-week program where you lift
Yeah.
a combination of lifting weights and high-intensity interval training, so HIIT. So we just
Put the two
together,
together.
yeah.
So you lift weights or do something 4 times a week.
Yeah, so it's a 4-day-a-week program,
Right?
and
then you rest or
and then you
stretch
have
or-
3 rest days, and the idea behind the design was to create something that is realistic for everybody else. And one of the passions that I had in the way we work out as well is to go in and just get in and get it done. And even though
Is it like 20 minutes or something?
30 to 40 minutes.
30, 40.
Yeah, 30
okay.
to 40 minutes. But the idea is to give people the flexibility, and this was a huge passion project for me, was to be able to create something, because I've seen after so many years of being in the fitness industry, of hearing people, I don't have time to work out, I don't have the flexibility to move my schedule around the way I need to.
Right.
So I really wanted to create something that moves around that person's life versus the other way around. So many people feel like that they have to take a workout program and then move their life around it, versus doing the opposite.
Right.
And this is the first program that I feel we truly we nailed it, and people are loving it.
Yeah, because I looked into that, and it's like I just try to do something every day.
Yes.
So, and then I talked to you about my little white 5-pound weights, and you're like, no.
Right.
So tell me.
Something's better than nothing.
I know.
Absolutely,
I'm
100%, 100%. But the majority of it, the thing is after I've been in the health and fitness industry now for over 15 years, and worked in every capacity in the gym world, in Department of Health, and I've heard. We keep hearing all the same excuses, all the same barriers to health and
Well,
fitness.
we as women, and we always think that if you lift too much weight, you're going to get bulky and.
There's that one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so and then tell me that.
You
Tell
talk
me.
about that one.
Tell me.
Oh my gosh, I can tell. Well, okay. A lot of women like the word toning. Like that's actually that's an attractive word for a lot of women because that's what they want. That's their goal. And the act of toning actually is to build muscle.
Right.
And to
because we're
burn
made of fat. Like our bodies are basically as women made of fat. Is that correct?
You're not made of fat.
Well,
no.
We
it's
are
just,
here on our earth to have.
We naturally hold on to a higher body fat percentage in the
Okay.
Yes, and that's definitely due to your the differences
birthing,
in
right?
hormones, the differences in hormones that you have, and the differences in hormones that males have.
Right.
And the easiest way to think about it is, we're the only mammals though that think of this as in a really bad sense. And yes, science shows that too much fat is a bad thing, obviously, for your body. But we're the only ones that think that it's more from and this is where we are in society right now, where that's visually viewed as bad.
Right.
Where if you go back into other parts of history, the larger you were,
the better.
The
Like, it
better,
was like,
because that meant you had money. That meant you were healthy, and
okay.
so we're. Bears hibernate for the winter. So there's so many things. Like we're I think the only mammals that really see it as a bad thing.
Right.
Now, yes, again, too much is bad for you, so we're not born with it. But it's part of our makeup, and you have to have it. And if you go too low in your body fat percentage, I've been super low in mine. In terms of trying to get ready for a shoot.
So even guys can be
too low. I've been too low. I've dropped down to 6-7%, and it messes with you. It messes with your testosterone levels.
What should
and
women be? Like, what should women be?
A healthy percentage for a woman is usually between maybe 18, 20 to 24% is it's a healthy range, and most women who are into fitness want to be way below that.
Right.
And once you start dipping down to those levels, you start losing your period, you get hormone fluctuations that can just really mess with your mind.
Mood,
mood
swings.
You can
all
lose
that.
hair.
Yeah.
Your body temperature changes. It's not healthy.
Right.
It's not healthy to get too low.
What percentage are you? Because people look at you and you think, oh my God, you are just like.
Right now I'd say I'm in between 18-20%.
Oh.
Which it's considered an athletic body fat percentage for a female. For a guy, that's
high.
It's a little high for a guy,
so
but for a female, that's a very healthy body fat percentage. My hair is intact, I'm fine. My hormones are good.
So
I feel great. I have energy.
Lift a lot of weight.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. I'm gonna go.
You don't have to lift a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not about. And it's also the fact that she's been weightlifting for over a decade now, and so she has worked, and that compounds on every single time you lift. It starts to compound on each other, on itself, and you gain that muscle, and you're building, you're increasing your muscle mass. Yeah. That doesn't mean that you would do that same thing. It's not about the amount of weight you're lifting, and that's one of the things that with Lift 4 was I really went back to basics on weightlifting and stuck with basic weightlifting principles 101 to teach people how to do it and how to understand how you should be feeling when you do it. So it's not about trying to lift so much weight. It's not about trying to do more reps. It's about finding that little middle sweet spot.
For each person, or is it just like a really good formula for most?
In Lift 4, it is a formula for everyone.
It's a very good
Okay.
And then there's a part where I teach you how, and I talk about in every single workout about how you should be feeling. It's how during the workout, during your reps, when you get to that 8th and 9th and 10th rep, how you should be feeling. And then you start to get. That's how you start to know what your muscular threshold is and how you can push yourself.
You become more knowledgeable within your workout.
Absolutely, that's the idea. Is for me to teach everyone how to do it, so then they can continue to progress themselves.
Well, when you see Joel and Brianne on their Instagrams, I mean, you're going to see so much that you want to put yourself out there and maybe get to know you guys more and maybe do your program. So I'm excited for that. I know you have a peanut butter.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, I work with a company called All American Better. It's family-run business, and they make their own peanut butter. So I have a blend that I've been working with them on, and it's a high-protein blend.
So most women don't get enough protein.
Yes.
Right?
Most people.
Most people in general.
yeah.
And that's me. I think that's me because I don't eat meat. I know you guys, you do. I don't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you guys
Yeah.
do. So you prefer that, where
Yeah.
you were not supposed to when you were younger. Get you know.
I was told
vegan.
not to, but I did.
Told not to, but you do. So
Yeah.
you guys do eat meat. Okay, yeah. Don't watch Mom. Yeah.
I think she knows about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's great. I'm
Yeah.
excited because I want to try that.
It's amazing because most people don't realize how much protein they should be eating just to maintain the muscle mass that you have. And if you are weight training and you want to build a little more muscle mass, protein
have to have it.
the building blocks of your
Yes.
muscle, so you have to have it. So when I was working with them on this formulation, it was just important to me that it was the highest protein content we can get into this peanut butter with it still tasting amazing.
And not as much sugars. Like
Oh yeah,
obviously.
yeah, not nearly as much sugar. There's 15 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons.
Wow.
Where like just your standard peanut butter might have like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So it's a little more than double your standard peanut butter.
Well, I want to know, you guys are a super amazing couple.
Thank you.
What is your ambitions, ageless ambitions for your future, like in terms of your next venture? What would you guys like to be doing?
Would you like?
Isn't that
Well, you first.
Yeah.
I'm good. I know.
You know what? I don't have like a 5 or 10 year plan, but it's just always my goal every day to, through Instagram and, through meeting people is to inspire, especially women, females, to feel okay with lifting weights, to feel okay, like being strong feels amazing. It's a great thing. It's healthy. That's my number one goal, is to inspire other women.
I think that's great
lift
because
weights.
we don't think that we can't. So you need to keep pushing.
I feel like a lot of women feel they shouldn't.
Right.
They feel like it's a
So
guy
we need
thing.
to get that word out there. You can lift weights.
Yeah.
Yes. What do I want to do? My tagline, like when we created, Brianna helped me. We created the Joel Freeman Fitness website. This was a couple years ago, but the whole tagline was "Real Fitness for Real Life," and that's my ambition in everything that I do in the programs I create now with Beachbody and everything that I do on a daily basis on social media is to just say, look, it's not as hard as everyone makes it seem to be.
It's not because, and you could be yourself, and you could do things, and you can do a cheeseburger every once in a while.
You just have to be realistic in what you're trying to do, and social media has made it even more challenging because now it's used as a tool for comparison versus inspiration.